Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've brought you the 3.0 attack speed version of the Whirling Slash Lich build. Additionally, at the end of the video there will be a mini chainsaw attempt, well, with a very little success. Today's video will be a short one. I just want to go through the changes in passive points and showcase a couple of new skills I'm using to further enhance the damage output. It's important to highlight that this setup is specifically designed for clearing maps as fast as possible. Of course, this requires sacrificing some points allocated for damage, as well as some points that contribute to increased energy shield. There's an alternative version of this build that prioritizes elemental, spell and fire damage, along with a higher energy shield rather than focusing only on attack speed. I will showcase that version in my next video, along with some farming like King in the Mist, Breach Boss and Trial Master to see the profit. First, I want to show you the new skills I'm using and explain why, and then I will showcase a couple of new items that I use to enhance Incinerate's damage. We have a Soul Offering skill and a Skeletal Cleric skill. Soul Offering serves to boost spell damage, as described in the skills tooltip. We use the following gems for this: Minion Mastery +1 skill level, Dance Macabre +30% damage and an additional spike that sacrifices another minion, Ablation +30% damage. However, this is only useful if there's something to sacrifice, which is where Skeletal Cleric comes in. It provides us bone minions and consuming spirit. Naturally, 2 bone minions are more than enough, since we wouldn't be able to sacrifice more. Skeletal Cleric only needs to be activated for weapon set 2. Watch the increase in damage while it's active. Now let's check the full setup without Soul Offering. We swap the gear and select weapon set 2. You can see that I use 2 Minx Heart Rings to increase damage. The damage dramatically increases when both rings are equipped. We stack up Incinerate up to 8. The maximum damage reaches over 145,000, which is snapshotted. Now check it while using Soul Offering. While its effect lasts, damage rises above 168,000. During this time, we need to stack Incinerate up to 8 to fully utilize the damage boost. When swapping to weapon set 1, damage naturally drops because the Wand and the Sun Splinter are no longer in use. However, the 168,000 damage has been snapshotted. Of course, your damage may be higher or lower depending on your gear and jewels. For mapping, I don't use Gloam Gone body armor. Instead, I prioritize a higher energy shield. Let's take a look at the passive skills. A lot has changed. I've sacrificed a couple of jewel sockets, but there's no significant reduction in energy shield or damage output. For this setup, the attack speed is the priority while minimizing damage loss. Of course, the 24/24 weapon set points are distributed accordingly. To understand this better, the Max Row Planner will help, as it's specifically designed for mapping and attack speed optimization. As I mentioned, there is another variant of this build, which I will showcase in the next video. Now check the attack speed and attacks per second with this setup. I think it is quite impressive. Let's see how it works in action. thank you for watching today's video, hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Take care.
You